Good evening. Welcome to RPTV News. I'm Craig Stagner coming to you live on this Wednesday, February 28th. We're coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio, where, of course, my buddies John King and Zach Jones. It's unbelievable what a great job and how comfortable I feel taking any of my cars there that I've ever owned and recommending anybody. I would send anybody without a worry in the world about with them to JK's Auto Repair and trust that they're going to take good care of them. 581-2004. This is the Twister Alley Raceway weekend, or midweek show rather, not the weekend yet. Doggone it, I wish it was. Twister Alley Raceway, Butterfield, Missouri. Not going to be long. It's going to be real soon. Those testing tunes will be getting started and the action will be heavy and fast at Twister Alley Raceway in Butterfield, Missouri. Our sponsors, JK's Auto Repair, Twister Alley Raceway, Austin Aziz, AAA Racing, Team Aziz, South Fork Ranch Spirits, Hannah O. Realtor Broker at Home Sweet Home Realty and Associates, Down to Earth Lawn and Landscaping, Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame, and the Titans of 10-5 Drag Race Series. Well, we told you about on Sunday the bad wreck that Austin Forkner had in Arlington. I started putting together kind of a list of some of the injuries that he has sustained over the last few years here, and it took pretty much it took all of this just to put on here the major ones that have been season ending. You go back to 2019. We were at Nashville expecting to see Austin race that night. Got hurt in the warm-ups. Hurt the left knee. Sat out that race, tried to come back, and East Rutherford, Boston, was done for the year. Then let's see, in 2020, has a crash, nose is over, had to have a third of his pancreas removed, had to have his spleen removed, had bruising to his kidneys and liver, all sorts of internal injuries there. That was the end of that season. 2021, crashes, breaks the right collarbone. Comes back in 2022, re-injures that collarbone. 2023, he tears up the other knee. That was last year, didn't make it to the first turn. Made it about 300 feet to start the season and was involved in a wreck, tore up his knee. Really tore it up. I mean, the complete ACL tear, MCL, just nearly ruined it. Comes back, strong off season, looked good, looked great in the race season. Again, 2 heat wins, main event win, leading the main. Wrecks, fractures his L3 and L4 vertebrae, that's the lumbar area. Breaks his scapula clear across, has bruising and some internal bleeding to his lungs. Out again this year. So he's going to be out the rest of this Supercross season, obviously. Going to probably set out the entire outdoor season. Hopefully for him, he'll be able to make it back next year when he's about to turn 27. So hopefully these aren't starting to pile up and becoming a real issue for him. Could have very easily been a 450 champion by now, but with all these season-ending injuries, it's been really tough. That's not where that was supposed to be. Posted a video earlier today. Austin Forkner released a video from his home talking about the injuries that he had from this about a 10 and 11 minute long video. He is very, very open about this and about the turmoil of the injuries, how it physically has affected him, how mentally it's affecting him, and how lucky he is that this wreck on Saturday wasn't worse. So if you get a chance to check that out, that's a very, very emotional video that Austin Forkner has put out. Moving over to NASCAR. Race on Sunday, probably going to go down in the record books as one of the most exciting races in NASCAR history as far as the top 3. This is the picture that got Joey Logano in trouble. You can't quite see it here, but if you were watching it, you know that he had a little piece of webbing here, as Mike Joy described it, as being similar to a baseball glove. Let me scroll back over here to this. NASCAR's Joey Logano penalized for altered driving glove. Joey Logano and the Penske number 22 team attempted to give the driver an advantage in the Atlanta Motor Speedway by adding webbing to his left glove. If you're like me, I thought, what in the heck could this thing have actually even done? Well, according to this, the once favored race driver would start a lap down, had to go through a pass-through penalty. He was also fined $10,000. They planned to have the driver use the increased surface area of his glove to block airflow from the driver's window, potentially adding 1 to 2 miles per hour. I would have never guessed in a million years that with his hands on the steering wheel, that the air coming in off of his knuckle, his thumb, would catch that much drag, that adding a piece of cloth across there would potentially add 1 to 2 miles per hour. That was a high risk, low reward, because that as soon as they saw that, $10,000 dropped him back. Lucky for him, that big wreck on lap number 2, about where he would have been starting, he avoided. So in the end, it actually worked out better for him in the short term there, but getting fined. But that's the answer to the question, why was he fined and what was the purpose of that? And apparently I had that in there twice. As we know, this race came down to a matter of inches between Suarez, Blaney, and Kyle Busch. It's no secret what a big fan I am of Kyle Busch. I always thought that his wife Samantha was I thought maybe she'd be a little stuffy. She doesn't look like she would, have a real sense of humor. But the same is said of my wife. People don't realize what a mean person she is. Mostly towards me, but she could be pretty mean. Well, Rowdy Busch on his Instagram posted, "Can't get much closer than that. Needed a couple of inches." And then a little more. Samantha, his wife, I double checked this to make sure this wasn't somebody messing around. Samantha replied to him, "Yeah, I've been telling you that for almost 20 years. Wow. What a savage response. That's so mean. I'm surprised it wasn't my wife saying that to something about me. So Samantha Busch dropped the mic. What a pro-level burn there on her husband, Kyle Busch. So my hat's off to her. What a great, great joke by Samantha Busch. Coming up this weekend, this is going to be a huge event. I'm going to try to get over to it if at all possible. The biggest thing to happen to the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds in a long time is the new Wilson Logistics Arena coming in, state-of-the-art, brand new, replacing the old arena there that was, had to be 80 years old. It's a fantastic new facility, and they're already being rewarded because the USA BMX organization, which is for BMX like NASCAR or for AMA Monster Energy Supercross for motocross, USA BMX is hosting the Show Me State Nationals at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, the Wilson's Logistics Arena. Racing starts on Friday at 1:30 p.m., Saturday 9 a.m., Sunday 8 a.m. So a 3-day event. You can check it out on Facebook at USA BMX or YouTube, Twitter or X, and Instagram. This is an enormous event. There will probably be, I wouldn't be surprised if there's 500 racers at this event. Going to wish good luck to my buddy Chris Askew, who hopefully will go over there and just light him up. He's done incredibly well the last couple of years, especially as a newer BMX racer. He's gone to Grand Nationals. Great work by Chris Askew. Wishing him lots of luck this weekend. And Spokes BMX will be heavily represented there, our local track that's been here in Springfield for nearly 40 years. That track will be heavily represented with a ton of great riders from the Springfield area competing in the Show Me State Nationals. Again, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Little off the beaten path here of what we normally do, some UFC Miranda Maverick news. I tell you, she's from Buffalo. She's one of our original girls that we sponsored, ORP TV girl. This is something I told you about from her last fight. She posted this for a good cause. All of her UFC 298 gear is up on her site for raffle auction. This was the fight from a couple weeks ago. Alliance to Lead Impact in Global Human Trafficking, ALIGHT, A-L-I-G-H-T is the acronym for it, to support survivors of human trafficking. So please grab a raffle. If you don't win anything and purchase 2 or more raffles, you'll at least get an 8x10 autographed picture. So even if you don't win the item that you're buying the raffle ticket for, you're still going to get a picture. This is her after her fight that she won and moved her up to number 14 in the world to sponsor ALIGHT. This is the page. I'll post up the link to it. These are some of the items that are available. This is what I really want. Her UFC fight outfit, the actual outfit that she wore. So that outfit right there, unwashed with blood on it. That's how you want that kind of stuff. You want it ring used. Is going to be available. Each raffle ticket, $30. She's got in her weigh-in outfit. She's got her swimsuit that she wore during the week cutting. There is the fight gear. And she posted on there, it's got real blood from her opponent. Real blood, sweat, and tears there on it. That is a cool item that would be to have. She's got everything from her sports bras to her shoes for $10, duffel bags, the tags, UFC official tags here, training gear, her shoes, workout gear, hat, sunglasses, all kinds of stuff. But you can get this for as little as $10. So you buy 2 of those for $20. Even if you don't get the flag or a cap or something like that, or her sunglasses, you're still going to get an autographed 8x10 photo that's easily worth the $20. So this is a fantastic thing to do. And again, it goes towards ALIGHT, which is the Alliance to Lead Impact in Global Human Trafficking. So give her a sponsor. And even if you don't want to get into that, donations for $5 up if you'd just like to throw some money her way and help out. So really awesome thing that Miranda's doing. Let's get over to birthdays. Birthdays today brought to you by ORP TV, where it's Fitz Racing. It's on ORP TV. And Home Sweet Home Realty and Associates, Renee Frizzell and Hannah O, can get you into a new home anywhere in the Ozarks area. They can get you in, take care of everything. You'll have no troubles, no worries. Just the joy of getting a new home. Birthday today. Man, is this hard to believe here. My little brother. This was back, I don't know. He's probably 30 there. No, he wasn't. He's probably 12 years old back then. Sporting some of the old, I don't know if you remember those Nikes. Those were cool. And his old Power Light bike, sponsored by Fastlane BMX. He was number 2 in the state of Missouri and 12 expert. Well, that little feller is 48 years old. Mom, I don't know if you're here. I haven't seen if you're here or not, but how's that make you feel? You got one kid that's 50 and another one that's 48 years old. But happy birthday, Andy. I love you. Super proud of him. Him and his wife own all the South Fork Ranch Spirits, the stores in Aurora, Clever, Monette, Nixa, Seymour, and Hartville. There we go. Got them all in there. Happy birthday today, Andy. I love you. So Andy Stagner, number 48 today. Coming up on Friday, birthday Stephanie Gormley and Davin Lawson. Happy birthday to both of them on Friday. On Saturday, well, speak of the devil there, from Home Sweet Home Realty and Associates, the boss herself, Renee Frizzell, with a birthday. She couldn't be a day over 25. Renee Frizzell, Saturday birthday, as well as Rob Nugent and Toby Sherrill. On Sunday, Michael Roberts with a birthday. On Monday, Gus Griffin. And on Tuesday, Joe Daniel and Bodie Gamble. Happy birthday to all of you from ORP TV and Home Sweet Home Realty and Associates. Now here's a look at your weekend weather brought to you by Down to Earth Lawn and Landscaping. Down to Earth Lawn and Landscaping, 417-893-9343. They're going to be busier than I'll get out here soon. So if you have some sort of landscaping you want done, some concrete poured, something, you need to be getting on the phone with them. Give Luke and Jake and the crew a call, 893-9343. Today, 9 degrees was the wind chill when I got up this morning, and it was not good. But it got better. Later, tomorrow, 53, partly cloudy. Friday, 60. Saturday, 74. Sunday, 78. Man, I'm loving this. Last day of February. Don't forget, we got that extra day. This is the old leap year, so we got the old February 29th. And then it's March. 60, 74, and 78. Mostly sunny to start March. Oh my gosh, I love that. Going to be a great weekend to get out to all of the racetracks. Speaking of which, Weekend Race Outlook brought to you by ORP TV, the Show Me State Nationals, Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, Wilson's Logistics Arena, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday at 1:30, Saturday at 9 a.m., Sunday at 8 a.m. Great BMX racing. If your kids are looking at all to get into racing, want to see what it's all about, highly recommend this. It's going to be a great time. Also this weekend, it is the season finale for the Mid-South Arena Cross. They are at the Crossroads Arena in Corinth, Mississippi. And that logo should have been back there. Mid-South Arena Cross, Corinth, Mississippi, Saturday, the season finale. Also, going to be a busy week in Daytona, Florida, Thursday and Friday, the Kicker Arena Cross Pro Racing. You can check that out on arenacross.com. Saturday, Emma Indoor Raceway, Emma, Missouri. It's kart race number 9 on the season. Also, for flow racing, I know that Heather Van Cleve watches flow racing all the time. Rocket Raceway in Perry, Texas. Alltech Raceway in Lake City, Florida. Hattiesburg Speedway in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. All of them have some of the big USMTS and IMCA racing. Those were some of the big racing events this weekend, so if you want to check that out. Saturday, this is always the wild one from the Freedom Factory, Bradenton, Florida, the Winter Series Storm. They're having like the Demolition Derby, the V8 racing, I think Crown Vics. This is really very Nitro, Nitro Arena Cross, not Nitro Arena Cross, what is it? The Nitro Circus. Very Travis Pastrana-like. A lot of fun they have there. So the Freedom Factory in Bradenton, Florida will have some big fun racing. Test and Tunes getting started, local tracks. 81 Speedway, I-35, Nevada, and Valley Speedway all open Test and Tunes this Saturday. Drag Strip, Test and Tune, my buddies. Craven Moore out at Ozark Raceway Park, going to be Test and Tune on Saturday from noon to 6. Hey, it's going to be 74 degrees. It ain't going to get any better than that. There ought to be a lot of cars coming out doing some test hits. So check that out. $15 for spectators to get in. Test and Tune this weekend at Ozark Raceway Park, as well as Centerville, Tulsa Raceway, and then on Sunday, Mocan. Moving over to pro racing. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Xfinity Series is on Saturday at 4 o'clock on FS1. But Friday night, the Craftsman Truck Series is on at 8 p.m., also FS1. Then when you get up Sunday, get home from church or whenever you get up and around, Mom and Dad will be about done having breakfast by then, 2:30 in the afternoon, Fox Network for the NASCAR Cup Series. And talking about Daytona, it's going to be a lot of motocross this weekend between the Kicker Arena Cross and Daytona, Florida, the Monster Energy Supercross, the 450s and 250 East. 6 p.m. on Peacock. This is one of the really wild Supercross tracks because it's laid out on the entire infield grass of Daytona. So while it's a Supercross track, it is the longest track of the Supercross year by a mile, probably nearly literally. Daytona, Florida, 6 p.m. on Peacock. Our ORP top fans, I didn't get it saved, but I tell you, I looked at it earlier. Heather Van Cleve, Summer Aziz, my mom, Jeff Cowden, Tony Cope, thank you all for being there and being some of our top fans. I thank you very much. Do want to pass on some unfortunate news. I told you earlier in the week, my buddy Mike McWhorter, who's part of the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame, one of the staff, and inductee John McWhorter, their mother had been quite sick for quite a while. She passed away this week, and that visitation is tomorrow in Willard. I just want to pass along our condolences to the family. And we got a chance to meet her when we inducted John, and she was a card, let me tell you. Thought the world of her. Everybody loved Mrs. McWhorter. So we offer our condolences and love. Very sorry to hear about the passing. Please keep them in your thoughts. Any other thoughts you have, you can reach out to us. Get a hold of us. Send us a text message at an email at orptvmedia@gmail.com. You can send me a text at 417-872-9854, and I will answer back. You won't be left on red with old Stag, I promise you. You will get an answer. It may be at 4 a.m. when I get up to go to work, but you're going to get an answer. We'll be back here Sunday night. Hopefully that NASCAR race from Las Vegas will be wrapping up and won't go late like it did last week. So if they could kind of work on their timing and try to wrap that sucker up before 6 p.m., I'd much appreciate it. We'll see you then. Have a great weekend, rest of the week, and I love you guys. We'll see you Sunday night for ORP TV Live. I'm Stag.